Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Zax's Backlog, where I chronicle my journey through my backlog of video games and model kits. Are we gonna have this issue with the music again? Oh no. Ah, boy. Why? Give me 1 second, chat. Okay, there we go. Alright, thankfully we were able to fix the music this time. I don't know what the heck was going on that last time with it. But anyways, welcome to Zax's Backlog. Appreciate you being here with me tonight. We are going to be building more of the Gouf Crimson Custom. I'm currently streaming until Kez gets home, trying to avoid any sort of anxiety that I can get. And, oh. No, I'm sorry, Ira. I'm sorry, my finger's stuck in your fur. Sorry. Here, you want to go on the couch, baby? On the couch, okay? There you go. Alright, anyways. Yeah, I'm just trying to avoid any sort of anxiety that I can, so I'm here building tonight. So, yeah, I guess without any further ado, let's get started. Alright, so last time we left off, we were... Oh, a little bit off center here. So, currently... Bring this forward just a tiny bit. There we go. Alright, there we go. Alright, so when we last left off on Sunday morning, we had built the legs, the waist, and the chest, and I was very confused about what was going on with the chest. Turns out I was just mixing stuff in there that I didn't need to be mixing. So yeah, let's start building without any further ado. Hey, yo mama, good evening. Hope you're doing well tonight. Let's see here. So, 1 is on the left, 2 is on the right. Leave this over there still. Hope everybody's week is going well so far. Things have been going okay for me, for the most part. Hey there, Revy! Glad to have you here with us at the Backlog. Nice to see you here. How are you doing today? Let's see here, A14. I'm just doing some procrastinating here to, hope I enjoyed the concert that I went to. Yeah, it was pretty fantastic. It was relatively short, which I was okay with, because we weren't there, you know, like, all hours of the night or anything like that. The opening band was only a half an hour, and then Streetlight themselves played like an hour and a half, I think. So I was okay with that, because we got back about 11 o'clock. You're doing pretty good? It's already late, though, so you can't promise to stay very long. No worries, it's all good. I just appreciate you being here in the first place. Let's see here. When combining with HGBB. Yeah, alright, so we're not doing that, so we're doing that. Oh. I guess I could have done this last time. I don't know why I stopped. Probably just because I was getting a little bit bleary-eyed and confused about what the heck I was doing. But anyways, yeah, so tonight we're going to be working on the Gouf Crimson Custom. Hopefully we're going to be finishing it. Shouldn't have too much of it left. I was working on this on Sunday morning. Was getting very bleary-eyed. Haven't built many Gundams before? Yeah, I've done a fair few. I have... Here, let me give you a little... Take this off of my stand really quickly. Whoops. And I will bring this on over to my shelf here. So this is... There we go. I can't exactly see where this is pointing right now, so apologize if it's hitting absolutely nothing here, but yeah. Oh, you saw? Yeah, that's our puppers, Ira. She's a good little girl. But yeah, so that's the case currently. I have more upstairs on my bookshelf that I built prior to starting the channel. And there's about a good 10 Gundam up there. Why are you so far off from where you before? How did I manage to do that? Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. So cool, thank you, Revy, I appreciate that. I try to pick ones that I, like, just inherently think look cool. Might be a little bit biased on that, but, you know. How is this not, like, straight? No, whatever, that's good enough. Pretty neat, you only built one so far, but just got done with a big diorama set and you paint minis. Nice! I'm trying to get more into customizing and doing some painting. I haven't gotten to that quite yet. I've got an airbrush that I picked up a while ago, just like a mini handheld one, that I need to start using, and then hopefully I'll get to actually getting around to painting stuff. I do little, like, customization and stuff, like panel lining and whatnot, but nothing too big. Sometimes I'll do a little bit of painting if there's, like, too many stickers or something like that, but... what sort of minis do you paint? I know, I feel like a lot of the people that I end up watching do, Warhammer stuff. Ooh, you never done airbrush before? Always seems so messy. Yeah, I'm a little bit scared of it, I'm not gonna lie. Like, a big part of me is just afraid of messing stuff up with it, but, I did some tests on some spoons at one point before I got, like, my current airbrush. And it didn't seem like it was going to be too bad. What direction does this go? That. Never done a single Warhammer mini. We do D&D, Gloomhaven, Pathfinder, Deep Rock Galactic. Nice! Seems like you have a good selection of those that you work on. We have, so my wife and I, we've got some tabletop games that we play that have got minis in them that we want to paint. Started doing a little bit of it, but haven't gotten around to actually finishing them, though. We play a lot of, like, Mansions of Madness, Arkham Horror, Arkham Horror, the card game. What else do we have? We picked up ISS Vanguard a little bit ago. So all those have minis. Well, take that back. Arkham Horror, the board game, doesn't have minis. But yeah, they've got minis that we gotta get around to painting. I think you like more fantasy stuff than military, so not really interested in Warhammer. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I myself have never gotten into Warhammer. And, like, I always see, like, people talking about it, and I'm like, I have no clue what you're talking about. My buddy back in high school was into it. And, yeah, like, he started talking to me about it at one point, and I was like, dude, I don't know anything of what you're saying. I think the closest thing to, like, military-type stuff that we have is the ISS Vanguard stuff, just because that's, like, dealing with, like, outer space ship and stuff like that. Alright, moving on to the arms. But I'm right there with you, too, though. I personally prefer more fantasy-based stuff. I say as I'm currently building, you know, military-type stuff. Nemesis is a cool board game, basically Alien, and your friend has the set with minis but doesn't want to let you paint them. You want to get the alien? You want to paint the alien queen? Nice. Yeah, I think we've looked at Nemesis before. I don't know. I want to say that we have. We got into it pretty deep with the whole Arkham stuff when we first started doing tabletop games, because, like, I had never been a big tabletop person before my wife, and apparently neither had she. But, like, we went to a board game store one day, and saw it, and we're like, oh, hey, that looks pretty cool, with Mansions of... oh, wait, no, we're at Barnes & Noble. Yeah, so, we were in Barnes & Noble, and I saw it, and I was like, hey, this looks pretty cool. I like the Cthulhu mythos, you know, seems like this would be a fun game. And then from there, it just kind of, like, spiraled out of control into the rest of, like, the Arkham stuff. Let's see, here we go. Trying to think about what else we've played. We've got... my wife has, she started playing Final Girl not too long ago. She's called Arkham Horror. Yeah, that's one of them. So it's a little bit confusing because there's Arkham Horror, which is a board game, and then there's Arkham Horror, the card game, and they use like a lot of the same characters and everything. Like it's all drawing off of the H.P. Lovecraft like works of fiction. And so Arkham Horror is a board game, and you've got different neighborhoods, and they connect through different types of paths. And like there are different scenarios that you have where, like, let's say they're trying to resurrect Umherdoth. And so you have to prevent that from happening. And in order to do that, like, you need to go around and destroy seals or stuff like that. And each turn you have to draw from this, or at the end of each round, you're drawing from this thing called the Mythos Cup, where there's a bunch of different things that can happen, whether it's spawning a new enemy, spreading doom, and spreading doom essentially just makes the game harder by when there's, well, depending on the scenario that you're doing, doom will when you have enough in like one spot in a neighborhood or one neighborhood itself, it's like either 3 in one single area of the neighborhood or 5 throughout the entire neighborhood. You get an anomaly, and then what happens with the anomaly is you're not allowed to get clues that spawn in there, or do things with like the locations there. So like one of the locations will heal your sanity, or might, you know, heal your health or give you a new item, stuff like that. And a lot of it deals with, like, you have to go around to the neighborhoods gathering these clues and then researching them to prevent whatever, you know, is supposed to be happening from happening. But, like, anytime you're engaged with an enemy, you can't get clues, and anytime you're in a space with an anomaly, you can't get clues either. So it's a lot of, like, mitigation, like, how do you prevent certain things from happening, trying to stay on top of everything. It's fun, but it is difficult as all heck, though. Last night was the first time that we won any of our games, and we played through a good, like, 5 or 6. What's the matter, Ira? You want to get down? Sounds pretty interesting. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. The other one, Mansions of Madness, is somewhat similar, but instead of having like these neighborhoods, you have these tiles that you build, and you're typically in. Probably also takes a long time, a few hours, yeah. I think that one took us probably about like 4 hours or so. Something like that. And with Mansions of Madness, you have these tiles that you place down, and you generally start out like in the lobby of like a hotel, or like you know, the entryway to a mansion or something like that. And you have to go throughout the location, which you can only start seeing things when you open up doors. So like you'll start with the one room, and it'll have like 3 different doors. And there will also be like other like items of like interest within the room. So there might be like a pile of papers that might be interesting for some reason. And so you go throughout like the mansion and whatnot, try to figure out like what's going on there, and again, typically like trying to prevent whatever, you know, creature they're trying to summon from being summoned. Alright, Ira, you want down? Come on, baby. Down you go. Here you go. Go wander about. Let's see here. E3. E10. But yeah, they're pretty good games. They're a bit of a, well, I suppose as all tabletop games are, they're a bit of a cost sink, but definitely worth it. You get your mileage out of them. And then like with each of those two, the board game, the card game, and Mansions of Madness, there are also like expansions for them too. So like with Mansions of Madness, there's one that's called like Incredible Journeys or something like that. So instead of being in one of the houses, you're like on a dirigible or on a boat or a train or something like that. So it kind of mixes it up a little bit, gets you out of like the kind of same old. Yeah, they can be pretty expensive. Yeah. Like the base game itself, I think was about $100 US. And then the expansions vary. There are a few larger ones that are about like $60 US. Some other ones that are like a little bit cheaper, like $30 or so. But yeah, we've been having a pretty good time with it. ISS Vanguard, on the other hand, though, that is an extremely long game. So, like, the campaign itself takes, like, upwards of, like, 60 hours. So there's a lot of, like, saving things and writing them down to put them away for a little bit. And that one can get kind of frustrating just because of how long the like individual campaigns can take. There were times when we could not put it away for the night because we weren't in a good space to save it. Oh, hey, I've gotta ask, what did you end up thinking of Rocky Horror Picture Show the other night? Or other day, or whatever it was? That is one of my favorite movies. Been watching it since I was like 13 or something like that. Fantastic, I love it personally. Hey Doc, how you doing today? We were just chatting about board games prior to this, and then doing all right. Very good. I was asking Reverie, honestly, you don't really get it. Okay, so I will say that Rocky Horror Picture Show needs to be rewatched a couple of times to understand what the heck is going on. Waiting for your local news to go national. Yeah, I feel ya. That's part of the reason why I'm on here right now, is to kind of stem my anxiety from everything. But kind of the premise behind Rocky Horror Picture Show is Dr. Frankenfurter is trying to... He's basically just trying to have sex with everybody, is really what it boils down to, but he wants to have his perfect man, which is Rocky. And, Number 12. It's 12. Oh, there it is. And Um, Brad and Janet just so happen to stumble in when he's going to be revealing his masterpiece of Rocky. You had to watch it a couple times to get it, then you loved it. Yeah. It really is one of those movies, because there's so much that isn't, like, outright explained. You just have to kind of... There are, like, little things that are just kind of, like, trailed throughout. But so... You think if you had seen it since your childhood, you would like it, but watching it now for the first time, you think you just couldn't get into it? Maybe if you had different expectations. That's understandable. It is a very, very odd movie to get into. Kez had a lot of trouble understanding it and liking it, but, like, when I ended up explaining it to her, it made a lot more sense, and she was able to enjoy it a lot more. Whoops. One of the biggest things that really isn't explained that well, because it just kind of comes and goes, is the role of Eddie in the film. And the whole thing with Eddie is that, so he's got that scar across his forehead, and what's going on with that is Rocky has half of Eddie's brain, and so that's why, like, he's not, like, all there mentally, kind of. And that's where what is her name? Eddie was the guy on the he was the biker. He's only in it for a couple minutes. He has his song and then he leaves. If you're familiar with who why can't I think of his name now? Meatloaf, the musical artist. If you're familiar with who he is, that's who he was playing. Let's see here. Yeah, Meatloaf. Yep. And so, yeah, half of his brain was taken to give to Rocky, and that's where Columbia, the girl with, like, the glitzy outfit, who was, like, tap dancing in the Time Warp, she was originally Eddie's lover, and Eddie fell into whatever it was with Dr. Frankenfurter, ends up getting half of his brain stolen. Columbia ends up falling in love with, or at least lusting for Dr. Frankenfurter as well. Pretty much everybody just ends up lusting after Dr. Frankenfurter is a big part of it, for reasons. Oops. Did I get 21 off? Oh, I did get that. And Dr. Frankenfurter's two henchmen, why can't I think of their names? Riff Raff and Magenta. At the end, they basically just get sick of his shenanigans and end up killing him and Rocky and going back to their home planet of Transsexual. Turns out it was aliens all along. I need to see one. But yeah, it is all very convoluted if you don't know what's going on. I mean, even if you do know what's going on, it's still convoluted. But, like, you can at least follow the thread a little bit better if you understand what's going on. Anyways, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Frankenfurter and the two henchmen were aliens and the rest were humans? Yeah. Yep. And that's not really explained until the very end when Riff Raff and Magenta are talking about wanting to go back to their home. What am I looking for? Oh, this is runner A. That's not what I need. I need B. Because you were like, who's aliens, who's humans, who's that bike? What is that biker doing here? it all changed around a lot. Oh, yeah, exactly. Like I said, they don't really explain a whole lot. You have to watch it quite a few times to really be like, oh, okay, that's what's going on. Let's see here. 18. Yeah, I'm trying to think about like how many times it took me watching it to figure out what in the world was actually going on. Did I clip off 22? 22 belongs up here. What was I looking for? 20? What I was doing. What did I do? Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. And to be honest, the original audio is also difficult to understand, and the German subs were merged into the pick, but were so different from the original, it was even more confusing. Like, you understood it conceptually, but so many things are just not explained. Yeah, I could also see the subtitle thing being an issue, too. I remember you talking about, the, like, different options for subtitles and audio. Why do I feel like I'm missing a piece here? What did I do? B22, that's B18. That's B21, right? B122. I don't know what I did. I think I'm missing a piece here. Ruh-roh. Ah, dang it. I just dropped a runner. Oh, God. Yeah, the one you ended up renting was only original audio and German subs. You can turn off. English subs would have been better. Yeah. Well, it sucks that you can turn them off. Not that it's exactly a one-to-one, but I've been watching the original Mobile Suit Gundam on Crunchyroll lately, and the subtitles on that are just hysterically awful. Like, they try to put words in for people's names. Like Sayla, they're constantly writing as Sailor. What did I do with piece 22? That's 20. Oh, I'm an idiot. Those are the two pieces combined. Ah. Okay, so that's got those. And then B18. You confess that a lot of movies and such that make up traditional nerddom you're not into, Rocky Horror among them. Nothing wrong with that. Honestly, the only reason why I'm into that in the first place is my buddy, back in middle school, him and his dad were really big into it. His dad would go to the midnight showings and dress up and, you know, sing along and everything. And so that just kind of fell into my lap. Otherwise, I don't think that's a movie I ever would have watched of my own volition. Let's see here. E150. Hey, Ekmaneth. How you doing tonight? Good for him, honestly. Sounds like fun. Yeah! Yeah, his dad was an interesting character. Always really nice, too. Yeah, they have theater in Milwaukee where everyone participates. Yep. Alright, that is another runner down. You're well messing with Arch. Having trouble running Steam games. Oh, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. Oops, that was B215. I'm not sure if that's going to matter. But it might. Yes, it does. That's B215. What number is that? 12. You figured it was the GPU, but it seems that it's not. Oh, that's frustrating. What were you looking at playing tonight? Anything in particular, or just gonna kind of browse around? Oh! That just shot out right at me. Holy crap. You wanted to see how well Pizza Tower and 100% OJ ran? Interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of those. Be honest with me, is it actually 100% OJ, or are they lying? Also, pulp or no pulp? That's the real question. Honestly, the only question if you ask me. C7, C3. You're not sure you only played one match of 100% OJ? You drink them both, meh? Or heh. Me personally, I prefer with some pulp. My wife prefers it with all the pulp. Like, literally, like, basically just drinking an orange. So you can't quite tell if it's OJ or lemonade. Yeah, I'm not familiar with 100% OJ. Obviously, I was just making a goof, a gaff. Well, I mean, I am making a goof here, but, you know, that's slightly different. Eating an orange with seeds. Okay, let me ask everybody here. Eating an orange, how do you do it? Do you cut the thing and then have the slices? Or do you peel it and then get the individual slices when you're, like, pulling it apart? Just curious to see how everybody eats their oranges. Peel, get slice. Okay. You don't, you only drink them? Yo mama says slices. Me personally, I prefer to peel and then get the slices. Spit seeds if needed. Yeah. See, for me, like, in my opinion, I don't know. Peeling it first and then getting the slices is, like, it's just so much less messy. We peel the green part, leave the white part, cut it in half, and eat the halves. I don't know how to respond to that. That's not what anything I was expecting. I have no words. You eat an entire half at one point? Or at one time? Dang. heck is this? Oh, okay. The thick skin. I think he's talking about the, I say he, I apologize if that's the wrong pronoun there. The peel is what they're talking about. I'm guessing that you eat them when they're a little bit, when they're less ripe. Which is why it's green. You only have green oranges in Brazil. Oh, that's interesting. Also, I forgot you were in Brazil. Not gonna lie. Me, personally, my favorite thing, it's not technically an orange, it is orange adjacent, is a Miniola. I absolutely love those things. They are fantastic. Honestly, I prefer them much more than, like, navel oranges or anything like that. So, you like pineapples more? I wish I could eat pineapples. I'm actually allergic to them. It sucks. I didn't used to be, and then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, I started having allergic reactions to them. I would basically die if I were on a tropical island. I'm allergic to, like, everything associated with them. Fish, pineapple, banana, possibly avocado, I think. I'm not entirely positive on that one. I haven't tested that one enough to figure that out. I think maybe also kiwi. Top 3 fruits: grapes, pineapples, and pears. Because... oh. Random. One of my buddies just sent a picture of a coupon that he got to a place that we typically end up going for dinner. It's free. Buy one taco dinner, get one free. And also $5 off of $40 or more. So it looks like we're going to be going soon, apparently. So top 3 fruits: grapes, pineapples, and pears. Mine would have to be Miniola. Or also, they're also called Tangelos as well. They're a hybrid of oranges and grapefruit. C16. What else do I like? I'm a big fan of Honeycrisp apples. I'm trying to think here. I don't eat too many fruits. $18 and $19. Honeycrisp for the win? Yeah. Those things, I'm a sucker for them. Actually, speaking of which, have you had Honeycrisp cider? Not in raw, pure form at least. Gotcha. Blueberries. Blueberries are up there for me. Strawberries, blackberries. I'd say raspberries too, but the seeds are just too tiny. They get stuck in my teeth, and so I avoid eating raspberries because of that. Can't drink cider anymore? How come? If you don't mind me asking. If it's something personal, obviously you don't need to tell us. Never tried Honeycrisp cider? Sounds good. Oh, it was delicious. It was absolutely delectable. I would recommend. Too much sugar and juices concentrates it. Ah, gotcha. That's understandable. I drink probably way more sugar than I should. I go on these kicks of drinking soda. Um, so I'll be good for a while, and then something will come up where I'll like eat out or whatever, and then I'm just like, oh, soda's delicious. Why did I ever stop drinking this? And then it becomes a thing for a while. Oops. Not what I want to do. Trying to think here. So, yeah, fun story about all of the food allergies. It's always been at inopportune times that I've learned about them. Well, I suppose any time is an inopportune time to learn about food allergies. But like, I first learned about the fish allergy. Well, I shouldn't say learned about it. It first started happening to me back in college. I used to eat tuna from a can, and I used to really like eating tuna fish sandwiches. I used to go donate plasma, and one of the things that I would do to help my protein would be to eat tuna sandwiches. And at one point, I started going in there, and like it just felt like I had food in my throat, and I was like, "Huh, that's weird. I ate too fast. I should slow down next time." The next time I did slow down, but it still felt like I had food stuck in my throat. Like, not obstructing anything, just like it was, it was lodged in there, didn't want to get loose. Didn't really think anything about it. And then a few years later, I was at my ex's place, and they were having cod for dinner. Election news is national. Thanks. Have a good stream. Thanks. I appreciate it. You have a good one too. Try not to have too much worries or anxiety. And you have a fantastic night. We'll see you later. My other buddy in our group chat just responded to the picture of the coupons saying, I could go for some alcohol. I mean tacos. Which, I mean, feel that right now. Yeah, as far as the food allergies go, I was at my ex's place. They were having cod for dinner one night, and I was never like a big fish person. When I was younger, I used to eat like fillet of fish from McDonald's a lot more, and tuna fish, like tuna fish sandwiches, but like never really like actual like fish that's like that looks like fish anymore. So after I ate the cod, we were sitting there watching TV, and I just all of a sudden I got really warm, and or my ears got really warm, and I got very itchy, and I was like, what the heck is going on? And that is when thankfully my ex, her family had a nurse over for dinner that night, and she recognized that as being an allergic reaction. So, took some Benadryl, passed out. That was that. Fast forward a couple years later, we went to my mom's place, and we picked up some crab dip for just a snack before dinner. And like, I'm not allergic to crab. I can eat seafood. It's just like actual fish that I can't eat. And So I had some of the crab dip, get around to eating dinner, and then all of a sudden it felt like somebody was like trying to push their fist through my stomach. So like, if you've seen, you know, Alien before, the xenomorph popping out of the chest, that's how it felt to me. And I was like, I don't feel good. I'm gonna step outside for some air. And I stepped outside, sat down, and it was at that point that my lungs started closing up. Thankfully, my ex had an EpiPen on her that was, it was like 5 years old, but it still worked. She tried using it on me a few times, not realizing you had to pull the cap on the back of it off. So like, if this is the pen here, you have the cap for the stabby part, for the injection side, and then there's another cap on the back side. And in order to get the needle to recoil to actually inject it, you have to pull the back cap off. She didn't do that, so she stabbed me like 3 times in the leg or something like that, and I'm sitting there running out of breath. I'm like, finally she reads the instructions, takes off the back cap and stabs me with it, and like, it was instantaneous relief, thankfully. But that was one of the scariest things to ever happen to me, if not the scariest. Well, yeah, there are about 3 instances that are about all on par there. Imitation crab. Breathing can be affected as a reaction. Yep, that's exactly what it was. It wasn't crab. It was imitation crab, aka whitefish. Thankfully, I don't have those sort of reactions with like pineapple, banana, and avocado. It's just kind of like when I first started having the allergic reactions with the tuna fish, where it just feels like there's something stuck in my throat. My god, looking at 525 Bay that has an SD card reader is almost impossible. Because it's made of pressed fish stuff. Yeah, exactly. Why is that almost impossible, Akmaneth? The only other times that I've had anything like similar happen was, my wife's cousin had made some, like, steak sandwiches, and they were very stringy, and so I was chewing one of them, went to go swallow some of it, and the like tendon or whatever it is connecting it was still holding some of it together. So part of it went down my throat, the other part of it stayed in my mouth, and I started choking on it. Thankfully, Kez gave me the Heimlich maneuver. And then a couple weeks ago, I was at home eating a carrot of all things, and it started feeling like there was like some just stuck in my throat. So I went to go drink some water, because this happens on a somewhat regular basis with me, where like food will kind of hitch up in my throat a little bit, and it just takes a little bit of water forcing it down. Most modern PC cases don't come with 5.25-inch bays to install stuff. Oh, okay, gotcha. I'm a filthy Mac user, so I don't know that much about like towers and whatnot, unfortunately. But yeah, I can see why that'd be frustrating. So the carrot, I tried drinking some water to help force it down, and the water ended up just staying in my throat and my mouth. Not doing what I wanted to, because I was choking. I was home alone because Kez was at work, and I was like, oh god, this is how I'm going to die, choking on a carrot. Thankfully, I was able to, like, force myself to puke some of it up a little bit to relieve a little bit of the pressure off of my throat. And then from, like, there, it was just, like, a good, like, I don't know, half an hour of, like, trying to get some of it down and or some more of it up so that way I could breathe properly. Needless to say, 0 out of 10 would not recommend. You have too many near-death experiences? Yeah, I think one is too many, honestly. Thankfully, like, most of these have been, like, years apart, so it's not, like, back-to-back or anything like that. Good God, if I were having them back-to-back, I would be like, the world is out to get me, and I apparently should just die. Oh my God, what are Mark and Adam doing? So many texts going on here. Your only near-death experience was not by allergy? What happened? Apologize here really quickly. I'm just replying to As a small kid, you almost drowned in an unused water reservoir. Oh no! How'd you get out of it? In fact, you remember a vision of you ascending into the sky. Maybe it was your brain. Yeah, I that had to have been terrifying. I agree with Yo Mama on that. I forgot I told my buddy that I had to be in the office tomorrow. I work from home due to mental health reasons, and I told him I'm currently streaming to forget about any sort of anxiety that, I'm gonna have tonight. But, regardless, I have to be in the office tomorrow. And he said, "Oh, gross. Good luck, man." And I thought he was talking about the streaming that was gross, and I was like, "What? Why is that gross? I like doing this." He was talking about being in the office, and I'm just an idiot. You were gonna say yours was also drowning, but it wasn't as dire yet to call it a near experience. You were lucky. You were luckily helped it quickly enough. Oh, that's good to hear, Revy. Your grandma noticed you weren't making any noise, so she called for help. You don't recall it further, but your grandma said you drank too much water. Oof. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're okay, though. I mean, obviously you're okay. You're here talking to us. But I'm happy that, it worked out for the better for you. You swam out too far into the ocean, chasing after your floaty, and you're too exhausted, but someone heard you shout for help. Well, that's good. I'm somewhat terrified of the ocean, because, let's be honest, nature is terrifying in general, but like, um, the I've only been like out in the middle of the ocean, like, well, I shouldn't say the middle of the ocean, but like not on shore, um, a couple of times, and when I was down in Mexico, Kez and I went to we went out on an excursion where there was snorkeling and then like a trip to this island afterwards. And the snorkeling was very rough. The water was really choppy and freezing that day. And like poor Kez was struggling to maintain like staying above water because it was the water was going inside of her snorkel and everything like that. And then when we were getting onto and coming off of the island, the waves were just so rough that like it was hard to do anything. And Kez actually, when we were going back onto the boat, she actually got caught in the undertow. The wave going out pulled her feet out from under her, because all of the sand that was beneath her feet just like left, and she started to get pulled out. And it was, not gonna lie, it was really terrifying. Thankfully, me and one of the excursion people were able to help her get back up, but like, because I think they didn't have life vests for us on the way back to the boat. I don't remember what the case was for that, but you were always on beach holidays and you like sailing, but the open sea is creepy. Yeah, yes, it is. I don't know. Like I said, Mother Nature is scary as all heck. So, I try to pay my respects to it and like, you know, not do things too close to imminently dangerous areas of it. That's super scary? Yeah, it was. Especially because, like, I don't weigh a whole lot. I don't know, I was probably about, like, 135 at that point, maybe 140. And, like, I'm honestly surprised I didn't get pulled out as well. But, just, I don't know, yeah. I feel bad for her because, like, she has such a negative view of the ocean now. And, like, thankfully, it was a little bit better when we went down to the Dominican Republic. But, like, it still hasn't, you know, really assuaged her fears at all. You went snorkeling in the ocean in the Bahamas from a boat that was way out, scared you to death, didn't stay in the water long. Yeah, that's understandable. I don't blame you. I've been snorkeling a couple of times, and one of the times it was, like, further out in the ocean, but it was near, like, a sand barge or something like that, so we weren't, like, it wasn't, like, too deep, and, like, part of the area, I think we were able to walk out from the area where the boat was to where we were snorkeling, so, like, there was, like, a drop-off or something like that, and that time it was really good, but, yeah, it can be very scary, especially if the waves are, like, just, if they're not, what the heck? Oh, hold on a second, folks. Potential scam. Nope, I'm not answering it. If you're telling me to go vote, I already did. Go away. Stop calling me. Hang up. I don't care. You got in front of a huge-ass container ship with your little sailing boat once, not even that close. You made it easily and it would have been your mistake, but the idea of getting under that was super scary. Oh, I can only imagine, like, having something like that barreling towards you. Like, in the grand scheme of things, you're nothing compared to that thing. Honestly, it's part of the reason, like, here in the States, we have such the trucks have gotten ridiculously large here. Okay, that's weird. I just got the phone call was for somebody named Brian. That is most certainly not me. Man, you really want a new gunpla to build? It would not stop for you, surely. Oh yeah, no, it most definitely would not. What gunpla are you looking at getting, Eknath? Anything in particular, or? Oh wait, I think we talked about this before. Was it the Wing Gundam EW Verka that you were looking at for Christmas or something like that? Unless if I might be thinking of somebody else. Freedom Gun. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, sorry, that must be somebody else that I'm thinking of then. My apologies. Where's my hobby knife? Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm so dangerous with this thing. I don't know how many times I've tried to grab onto this stupid blade. Couple of times I've been twirling it around because like I'll pick it up in an idiotic way and like have to twirl it to get it into my hand properly and sliced my fingers a few times by doing that. I should not be allowed to have a hobby knife. Thankfully, those couple of times I didn't draw blood. I think the only time I've drawn blood with the hobby knife is when I've like poked myself with it. Yeah, your only chance to get a 1/144th scale Freedom Gundam is the HECE. You'll have to make the shield handle thicker so it can stay on the hand better. Yeah, that's one of my like biggest complaints when it comes to some of the, for lack of better words, like gimmicks or like additional parts, is that like they don't stay that well, or like. I think probably my biggest gripe when it comes to just like normal stuff is the hands where it's it's not like this where you have like the two pieces of the hand like this and then you know the back part there. It's where it's just like the hand and the back part like this, and they don't stay together well at all. They always fall apart for me. Ooh, it's kind of flat. Yeah. I gotta ask, Egnath, what is the Gundam scene like that? Scene like in Brazil? Are they, like, Are there a decent amount of shops that stock them, or is it kind of like, you know, like, I don't even know how to put it, just like one in a very large area that, like, anybody that's interested has to go to that one particular store? Or do you have to order stuff off of, like, Heavy Link Japan or something like that? It's very niche, yeah. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that it's seen such a resurgence here in the United States. I mean, I am and I'm not, I guess. I don't know. Either that or it's always been here and I didn't know about it, because, like, I just wasn't into it for a while. You have an official distributor, but most of the shops in Sao Paulo, where you live, is in, Brasilia? Apologize if I mispronounced any of that. Few states away. Gotcha. Well, that sucks. Yeah, thankfully, like, where I live, it's pretty readily accessible. In the particular city that I'm in, there are a couple of smaller stores that carry them, but, the prices are a bit jacked up, compared to, like, what they normally should be. But there are a couple of other shops that are about, like, 45 minutes away that I can go to that are a lot better. Like hobby stores, or like even this comic shop that's about a good, like, 40-minute drive, has them pretty decently priced. Has a surprising selection for a comic shop. But in all fairness, they also do carry, like, a lot of manga as well, so as far as comic shops go, that one is, like, massive. In fact, all of your kits were imported either from China, AliExpress carries official kits, you just need to look, or Japan. Gotcha. Yeah, I was wondering if that was going to be the case. Surprised that AliExpress actually has official kits. Back when, like, Temu first came out, I was really tempted to try one of their knockoff kits just to see it, but I was like, I don't want to spend the money on it, because, like, I don't know. Part of me, like, I just don't care that much, but then the other part of me is like, really, how good of quality can it be for, like, $5? Like, I would just imagine that the plastic is like, or the engineering isn't going to be great for how cheap it is. That like, and it's like that price with shipping. Like, how? That makes no sense. And to be honest, you wouldn't want to support them. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is that my wife and her sister did buy a couple things off of there, but it was more out of, like, for the fact, like, kind of a gag thing. Like, they gave me a Ninja Turtles patch with, I think, Michelangelo on it, and it says, well, I guess it's Cowabunga then, or something like that. Just stupid stuff like that, but, you know, no real, like, actual support of the store. They don't do it frequently. You've got a good selection of kits for now. Most of them are sold out, but the remaining ones are good. Oh, that's good to hear. I'm gonna be back in just 1 second, folks. I don't know where my dog went, and I'm a little bit worried about what she's doing. Gotta go to bed. It's 1:30 a.m. All right, Revy, well, thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate it. It was great having you on here. We'll see you later. Yeah, anyways, I was worrying about my dog, because, like, kind of like a toddler, when you're not hearing anything from her or seeing her, there's probably something going on. Thankfully, she is just laying down right now, so... What did I miss? B19. No, I didn't miss that. Oh, right here. I'm a dingus. Sorry, which way? Which wristwatches are Swiss wristwatches? Night. That was neat. Having her on here. I'm trying to remember how I came upon her in the first place. So I follow her Twitch channel as well. Piece? Yeah. But, yeah, she's from Germany. I thought that was really cool. Actually, overall, I gotta say it's really neat how, like, just meeting people from different places here on Twitch, like, that would not happen to me anywhere else. Like, I don't know. I'm not on, like, Facebook, like, finding people from different countries to talk to or anything like that, but, like, I don't know, it's just it's a neat aspect, in my opinion, that, like, Twitch provides. Like, just the ability to meet people from around the world that you never would have met before. They have some additional oddball kits too, like the 1/100th DJ, the 1/100th Chiranui Uwashi Katsuki, and 1/100th Savior Gundam. I'm familiar with the DJ, but not the other two. How's this go again? That. Which I suppose it's why they're the oddball kits. Yeah. Is that right? Yeah. Oh, that is on there. Okay. Oh, Jesus. It just flew out of my hands. Like, pieces popped apart and just came right at me. It's a good thing I wear glasses, otherwise I probably would have stuck me in my eye. The Owashi Shiranui Katsuki is the gold Gundam from Seed, with being 2 different backpacks for ground and space use respectively. Oh, okay, I think... Was that the other one you were talking about the other day, when we were talking about the Hyakushiki? Where it's like the difference between like an anti-laser like coating and the like, oh shoot, didn't mean to put those together yet. And the Saber Gundam is transformable Gundam from Seed Destiny. Gotcha. Heck was that? Love when I hear random noises in the house when I'm by myself. Animals not, you know, notwithstanding. I'll probably just get axe murdered, but that's okay. It'll save me from the anxiety of this election. Yeah, the Akatsuki is the one with the BS beam reflecting coating. Okay, alright, yeah, that's what I thought. Hi, Maxie. What's up, big boy? Got our one cat, Max, over here saying hi to me. Why do you not want... Well, let's not finish putting those together yet, because I forgot I need that other piece in here. We'll report it if I disappear from the screen. Well, that's good. I don't know who you're going to report it to, but thank you. My buddy, I don't know why, but his thing, like, anytime that, like, something bad is happening, he's like, I don't want to get axe murdered. Just straight what he jumps to. Axe murdered. Specifically axe murdered. Why does this not want to... Do I have this on upside down or something? No. I don't know why this doesn't want to get in here. This is a real pain. Was it because... Is that because that's warped a little? Is it not cleaned up or something? Do I have another PC1 that I can use here? I do. Maybe I should try using that. This one seems to be effed up a little bit. Come on, get off of there. Well, I'm just gonna have to try and make this work. Oh well. There we go. That should work better now. You can do that on both sides? But for why? I maybe assist you into that spot? There we go. There we go. Boy, I don't know what the heck was going on with that, but it did not want to work for me. Which side is this? That. That? Okay. Apparently that's right. There we go. It's all coming together now. What are you animals doing? Ira. Ira. Stop. Leave poor Max alone. Our dog Ira is accosting our one cat Max. She loves him, but like she doesn't know how to calm down, and so like she's like all up in his ear and stuff, like basically just cleaning it out. She means well. She just is a bit of a lunk. Go. Alright, we're getting ourselves an arm. Oh yes, yeah, that's already on. That. Alright, we've got an arm. Oh, wow. Man, that's really weird how these, they have these, instructions set up. It's very weird. There we go. Got our other arm. That goes on in there. Goes on in Lar. Hi, chunky boy. A good old Maxie. We did not take care of that tiny little nub. Now, what is the difference between these two? One of them is just like a... Oh! Shiza! Oh, one of them's for... Okay, one of them's holding Alright. That makes more sense. One of them is just a fist. Ira, what are you so upset about? I swear, this dog is such... She's so weird. When she gets upset, she starts kicking her feet. It's really cute, though. Let's see, we need to put a stinker on. I gotta say, I'm really happy with how few stickers there are on this thing. 2, that's it. It's perfect. Go. Come on. Get out of there. Alright. No. Yeah. Ah. I don't want to lose you. I need you. Come on. Bring it up. Okay, I think I might have gotten this. There we go. Take that, sucker. No, that's not right. There we go. Not the right direction? No, it is. Nope, that's backwards. I think that is also... Well, that one is correct. Yeah. Come on. Come on. I know you want to get on there. Why don't you... Is that as far as that goes? Oh, I should get on a little farther. Sure that's the direction it's supposed to go? Nope, I have these backwards. That also helps when you have things in the right area. Ah, there we go. Now it goes on a lot easier. You're back? Got some cereal? Nice! What type of cereal did you get? Closed fist for the time being. Cocoa Puffs, nice. Hold on 1 second, folks. Alright. I will be back in a minute. My dog just rang the bell to go outside, so I will be back. Actually, I'll take a few minutes break and then I'll be back. Probably about 5 minutes. Alright, folks, I'm back. Sorry about that. Little one just had to go to the bathroom, and I figured while I was at it, I would take the big one out as well. What you doing, Bubby, huh? Alrighty, let's see. So we've got the arms and the hands built. Oh, you know what? Shoot. I didn't do any customizing on these guys. Uh-oh. There we go. I knew I was forgetting something. I can go back on there. Alright, let's see. Where is our brown marker? You know what? Did I scuff the chest up? I don't remember if I did that or not with the... Nope, I didn't. Did I do that with the... Yeah, I think I did that down there. I just didn't do that with the chest yet. Our one dog, Bebop, is going a little bit insane. He's running up and down the stairs, chasing after his siblings, as it were. Ah, yep, here he comes now. What you doing, B? Bebop, where's Ira? Can you go get Ira? No, not Max. Not Max. No, Bebop, leave Max alone. Problem is, Bebop thinks Max is his personal squeaky toy. And Max runs, which, you know, then makes Bebop want to chase. You know what? I'm gonna... Oh, it's not the part that I wanted to move there. Take these guys out here so that way I can chromify the joints again. Or Max, yeah, I do feel bad for him. He's constantly being accosted by Bebop. And he's such a good boy. Like, Max is such a good boy, too. Not that Bebop's trying to do him any harm or anything, it's just... he just wants to play. Boy, howdy, have I been working slow at this today. Been having too much fun talking to everybody. I don't think it goes down quite that far, but I'll do that just to be safe. Alright, that's one side done. God, it's gonna be so... It's always so hard not to touch the chrome while it's drying. Not because I want to touch it, I'm very bad at, like, holding things without, like, inadvertently touching stuff that I don't want to touch, i.e. wet paint. Cereal is good. Love you some night cereal. Me too. I am a big sucker for Crispix. I have been since I was a kid. And, like, my problem is that, like, I can't have just, like, a bowl of it. I have to have, like, all of it. Being a little bit hyperbolic there, but, like, it is hard for me to just have, like, you know, a serving of it. Let those dry there. Continue scuffing this stuff up. Love Crispix? Yeah, Crispix are delicious. And there's something about them, too, that, like... Because you can make the argument that they're essentially just like Chex. It's just, you know, like wheat and corn Chex mixed together. But there's something, like, inherently different about them. I can't place my fingers on it. You like it dry? Same here. Kez thought it was the strangest thing that I eat cereal dry. I've never eaten... I shouldn't say never, but, like, I think the only time I ever ate cereal with milk in it was when I was younger. I used to have Rice Krispies with milk in it. Same thing with Kix. Yeah, same here. I mean, I'd say same here. It's literally every single cereal for me I like dry. And she's always just been very confused about how I do that. I'm like, I don't know, it's just what I've always done. I've never had milk with my cereal. I also don't like milk in general, so... I don't know. Anybody else find it very weird that, like, we drink the milk of another mammal? Like, that milk isn't meant for us. It's meant for, you know, baby animals. You want to try Fruit Loops so bad? Fruit Loops are pretty solid. But don't be fooled, though. If you do end up trying them, there aren't actually different flavors. They're all the same flavor, apparently. Even though they have different colors. We're the apex predators. We can drink all the milk we want. Well, you know, now that you put it that way... Laugh aloud. No, don't think it's weird. We eat the other parts of animals. Okay, but so, like... That's different, though. Like, animals eat other parts of animals. Do you see, like... baby wolves drinking the milk of, like, I don't know... baby... or of like, mother, like, mountain lions? Like, it's just very weird! Like, that... Like, sure, they find cows and drink. Okay, yo mama. If you say so, I'll take you for your word. I don't know, just in my, like... I use milk for certain things, but, like, when it comes to, like, just drinking milk, I don't like the taste of it, or the texture. So, like, I'll use it in coffee, or, like when cooking, but just, you know, straight up milk is that's a hard pass for me. But, like, I don't know, in my head it's just weird because, like, I don't know, I guess another way of putting it was, like, do we feed, like, our animals our human milk when we lactate? You don't like it either? You use it in baking and cooking? Yeah. Like, that's the best way I can put it, is like, we're not giving our milk to other animals. Why are we taking milk from other animals? It's just weird. It's just very weird. A fire at the sea parks. Too deep for you? Yeah. Okay, Kez is on her way home. So, I think I'm gonna finish up these guys here, and then I will be done for the night after I'm done customizing these pieces and put them back together. No! See, that's what I'm talking about. I just, no. Place my finger in the dang chrome. In the ding-dang chrome. As I am wont to do. It has vitamins we need. That's just a lie sold to you by Big Milk. To sell more milk. I froze? Hold on a second. Uh-oh. I'm good? Okay, cool. Perfect. As long as I'm back, that's... Alright, we're good. Perfect. Thought I went to go get some milk. No. The cheese caves? I do love me cheese. That is... Okay, so, like... When it comes to milk, I view milk the same way that I view tomatoes. In their base form, absolutely disgusting, but you start doing stuff with them, and I'm okay with it. Like tomatoes, give me salsa, give me spaghetti sauce, give me, like, pico de gallo even. Delicious! I'll eat that stuff. Give me, like, just straight up tomatoes, and I will want to puke. Milk? Give me cheese. That's perfect. Give me, like, I don't know, milk as an ingredient for whatever you're cooking. Delicious. Might have been your end. It's all good. But, like... Yeah, milk and tomatoes are two things just in their base form that it's a hard pass for me. U.S. cheese caves where they keep all the unsold cheese to make into craft singles. Oh, if only it was real cheese that they used for those. It's just processed cheese byproduct. It's not even cheese. I'm getting messy with this. Get it. Man, I could go for some, like, sharp cheddar now that we're talking about cheese. I gotta say, there are a fair few cheeses that I like, but there are a few that I don't. Like cottage cheese. I don't like and don't understand cottage cheese. Why would you want to drink it with or eat it with the whey still in it? That seems weird. Same with Velveeta, plastic. Yeah. Man, we've been having some deep conversation tonight. Talking about milk. Talk about, you know, near-death experiences. Running the entire gamut today. Keep it interesting. Oh, I'm way too far down. I'm sorry, people. I wish I would have seen that before. I feel like I've been doing that for a while now. It's good with peaches or pineapple. Yeah. Well, pineapple I wouldn't be able to tell you about because I just can't eat it. But as far as peaches go, not a big fan of peaches. Did I do the... Here? Oh, no, I didn't. Allergies, yeah. Exactly. I don't know. For me, like the whole cottage cheese thing is like the fact that it's in the way like isn't like actually a like bothersome thing to me. It's more just the way that it looks that I can't get past it. Or mandarins. Mandarins are good. Although I feel like mandarins are very hit or miss with me. Like, either they are very good or they taste absolutely awful. And I don't know if it's, like, if I just, like, pick bad batches sometimes or what, but, like, sometimes they just taste like puke. And other times they taste heavenly. And it makes me very sad when they taste like puke. I gotta go back and watch some of my old VODs to see if, like, some newer VODs, I should say, to see if my, mic problem has been fixed. Because, like, for a while there, I kept, like, peaking, and, like, the sound was, like, blowing out, in my opinion. Did not sound good. And a little bit of chrome in there. Eh. A little pop of color or whatever. A little rivet. Not on here. It's good. I don't remember what I said. That prompted that comment. Sorry, yo mama. Sometimes it's just once it's out of my mouth, it's gone from me for good. Sound? Oh, gotcha. For the microphone thing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. When I went back, I was taking care of some VODs for YouTube, because I upload these after I'm done on Twitch onto YouTube. That way, in case if anybody misses one, if they want to watch, what I've been working on, they have that ability to. And on some of them, I noticed that the sound was like getting blown out. I think that was after I switched over to Streamlabs, so it just wasn't like set up properly. Some of the nub on there. There we go. I think that's dry enough to put this stuff back together now. Oh. Oops. Oh, I'm missing a part. Bum. There we go. One arm done. I'm missing a piece. Oh no, it's right here. Let me bring this. Dang it. No. Wonder if I can buff that back into being shiny. Nope, not really. Dust buckets. Well, oh well. No, oh wait, no. Why am I having difficulty with this? There we go. Alright. And we got the arms all done up here. Put them in there. Alright, and we are just about finished with this bad boy. We will finish it... What is this? What the heck? Oh, dang it. I have that on there backwards. This entire thing on backwards. There we go. Else on backwards? It sure is. Go. Good God, what am I doing? There we go. Alrighty. Alright, so we got a couple of arms done. And you need more Gundam in your life? Everybody always needs more Gundam in their life. Alright, folks, I think that's where I'm going to call for the night. Kez just got home, and we will finish this later. Not sure what day, maybe Friday. Tomorrow and Thursday I'm not going to be on because I'm going to be going into the office, and I'm not going to want to stream after that, I would assume. But we don't have too much left. We got the head and then the couple of weapons left, so... yeah, I will see you hopefully on Friday then. Until then, everybody have a good one, and we'll see you later.